We're at the final episode of Trailblazer's journey into Lordran.
Yay. We're actually in Ulusil at the moment, but whatever.
Well, last journey in Ulusil and Lordran. Anyway, Marvelous Chester is still like all smug and stuff, but he won't be smiling behind that mask once he's dead.
We're gonna actually kill him too, huh?
Yes, we kind of have to.
I mean, fair enough. Oh, and he has a crossbow too. You're right.
Yeah, he has a sniper crossbow, and he does these weird
kicks.
Yeah, these swipe kicks. Ah.
Ow. Why are you letting him shoot you like that, man? Come on.
Because I'm trying to bait him into doing a certain move.
What's that?
Where he throws the roses.
Oh, right.
It's like using a throwing knife, but it splits into 3 different directions, and he's the only character in the entire game that can do that.
Yeah.
I was disappointed that Bloodborne didn't have a rose throwing knife or anything like that. But I eventually gave up and he never did it, so whatever.
He did that to me actually when he invaded me as a phantom.
Yeah. His moveset as a phantom or regulars are the same, but unfortunately he just uses crossbow and do leg swipes. But
what a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame.
And our next target.
Oh God.
Is Kieran.
We're just gonna murder everybody. That's.
Well, when we're going to New Game Plus, they're all gonna come back anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's such a silly little thing to have a moral dilemma about as well, because it's like, I mean.
Well, in Dark Souls 2, your sin level doesn't decrease when you go to New Game Plus, so there's more of
does it not?
No, so there's more of a caution to killing all the NPCs. And it's actually more common in Dark Souls 2 that you can get their items without killing them anyway, so there's even less of a point.
I am not the type of person who goes on big murdering rampages in video games in the first place.
Well, neither am I, but there's literally no consequence to doing this anyway. In like,
I know
when this video ends, and either way, when I do that, I sometimes have like PTSD style stuff in like Fallout, where I'm bored. I'm just gonna fire a nuke into everyone in the city, and then okay, I'm done, and then I reload my save file.
I still like, I feel bad about it. Like, I'm not the type of person who can like I said, like I felt bad about attacking Goff here because like he's just chilling out, carving his little carvings, and like he's a cool guy. He helps you out with the dragon, and then you talk to him after you kill Calamite, and he like blesses you and wishes honor upon you, and I was just like, oh, God damn you. Why you have to do this?
Well, I don't know, but and so I think he gives you his bow, but of course it's not the same size as what he used. It has to be somewhat human sized.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Try to wield a giant's great bow.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at his helmet, and yeah, it is coated with hard stuff.
Yeah. I think it says it in the item description of the helmet once you get it, actually.
Alright. Yeah, and so when we killed Marvelous Chester, we got his outfit. When we killed Kieran, we got her outfit and her weapons. And when you kill Goff here, you will get his outfit.
Armor. Yep.
And it's probably the worst looking armor in the game. Based on me saying it doesn't look like humans should wear it.
No, it looks incredibly silly.
Yeah, it looks fine on him because he's a big dude, but we're a female character who has the physique very slim, so it's gonna look like garbage on us.
I mean, it looks very silly. It kind of looks like how you said like Smo's armor was described. It was like
Yes.
it's a buff dude in a fat suit, and
Yes.
that's
what
what
it
Goff's
is.
armor looks like. Like it just looks
Yeah.
like it's a fat suit.
Yeah, and of course, no matter what armor you're wearing, the animations, and stuff are the exact same, and that's why
Right.
it looks weird when you have Smo's armor. You're like in a fat suit, but still able to like fast roll and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the case with the armor he's wearing, because of course, his proportions are different from ours.
Oh yeah.
So the armor looks okay on him, but terrible for us. And
Also,
anyway,
yeah, this is a giant who you're fighting in a very, very small arena.
yeah, and he actually has a different moveset from the other Giants Wave on Seven's Fortress.
Oh yeah, and he can deal a fair amount of damage too.
Yeah, because he is a Knight of Gwyn. I mean, Kieran didn't put up a huge fight, but this guy is fucking tough.
Well, the thing
he actually does like body slams, like
body
wrestling
slam.
moves.
The thing about Kieran, of course, is that like if she does hit you, her daggers have elemental effects on them, like poison and bleeding, as well.
Yes.
Which will
yeah,
stack up very quickly if you don't have resistance to them.
Well, yeah, her weapons are actually more popular in PvP, and less so PvE.
I'm not surprised by that.
Well, actually, lore reason, her gold tracer on her left hand distracts the enemy, and then her dark tracer on her right hand poisons him.
Yeah.
And actually, how Goff's fight works, he is blind, and he actually doesn't know that he's not like properly blind, and so he actually, if you don't move, he actually guesses where you are.
Yeah.
Because he actually doesn't see you. And if you wear the ring that removes any noise you make when you're walking,
Yep.
he actually looks around and like, oh, where are you? And he only attacks if you attack. So it's very neat how they programmed that.
Yeah. Ouch.
So, but of course you can just kill him normally. And he does have a lot of health. He's basically a boss, really. Same with Kieran.
'Cause
He
he's
should give you 10,000 souls for killing Kieran.
Yeah, because he's a giant, and ow.
The last giant we will fight.
He actually
Yes,
doesn't he give you more than 10,000 souls?
I think so, yeah. Actually gives you more souls than like first third of bosses.
Ow. Ah. Yeah, I liked finding out the Taurus demon. There we go. The Taurus
20,000.
demon.
That's
Yep,
as
there
much
we
as
go.
the gaping dragon, actually.
Yeah, I liked finding out that the Taurus demon in New Game Plus only dropped like 15,000 souls.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That's
yeah.
only enough for one level.
It's not even at the point that I was at.
Well, yeah. You actually get more from killing the... Or is it less? I don't know. Maybe it's the same for Taurus demons in the demon runes.
That's probably less, way less. I don't know. I don't know about New Game Plus. Obviously, I haven't gone to the Demon Ruins yet, but I would assume that they don't give over like 10,000 souls. That'd be weird.
Yeah. And our next target.
Oh, we're
giant
gonna kill
mushroom.
We're gonna kill the mushroom too. Jeez.
Didn't
What
you
do you
say
even-
you were? Didn't you say you were terrified by this thing? Like,
I
throughout
mean,
the
yeah,
season?
it's creepy, but do you even get anything for killing her?
Yeah, you do. And then she's like, "Oh, you rescued Dusk. I'm so grateful." And I'm like, "Bam! You're dead."
And we're gonna just stab her with the halberd.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And she gives you mushrooms. This is her mushrooms, by the way. She's called Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Well, I still give the time to listen to what they have to say.
Of course. You have to be courteous before you murder them in cold blood.
Well, I like to think killing this character results in the mushroom people in the future to go hostile. And I've just created a series of bad events with her species.
You just started the mushroom race.
The mushroom. Yeah, I just started the Mushroom Man War.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're the entire reason that we're gonna have to fight against giant mushrooms in the bottom of the Great Hollow in the future.
Well, I was never killed by them anyway. I don't think I was ever hit.
No, didn't we get sucker punched once by one of them, or was that just me in my personal game?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
Most the maximum times I would have gotten punched with this character was probably like once, because I can't recall it.
Yeah.
I only died in the Great Hall because I fell, remember? Because it's very slippery.
Yeah, it is. I can't recall if the sucker punch was in the recording or in my personal game. It was probably just my personal game.
Anyway, we have
this guy.
This character is. I tried to backstab him, but I don't think it works.
Nope. Apparently not. We went hollow, right?
Master Logan, technically.
He has a slumbering dragon crest ring too.
Master Logan, yeah. I sure hope Master Logan comes back and saves me. And then, this is the moment where you tell her about the great sorcerer in Blighttown, and he goes, "Really?" And then he goes down, and then goes hollow.
Well, like, the weird thing to me, of course, was that, like, I had never met Quilana because I didn't have an upgraded pyromancy flame or anything. But she can still spawn another way, I think. I don't know. Like, I'd never actually talked to her, but yeah, he said this.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, like, he said this line, and I have no idea what triggered it. And so I said yes, and then he was like, yeah.
I shall locate her myself. He's
talking
about the pyromancer.
And then he went down to Blighttown, and I was like, I have no idea what triggered that, because I'm not a pyromancer.
I think that dialogue from him only appears if you killed the Bell Chaos.
I mean, yeah.
I think Quilana also appears no matter what if you kill the Bell Chaos.
That would make sense, I suppose.
At least I think so. I never tried it, but.
So we're not going to actually kill him up here, are we?
No. I'm going to show. No, I want to give a justification for me killing him. Is that he attacks us first?
Sure. So we're gonna find out what happens up here, huh?
Yeah. No, not now. Well, it actually doesn't happen for this character, but I'll tell you about it.
So by this point, she was already gone, though. So I have no idea what happened.
I think. Okay, so you never actually saw her alive in this church?
No, I did not.
Okay, so she does die by natural means, and by the way, we're going to use Dark Hand and absorb humanity from her.
You missed.
Because I feel like it.
Oh, you missed again. There we go.
I mean, it's
wow, we just go straight up vampire on her, huh?
Yeah, drain her humanity, but since it does no damage, she doesn't go aggro, so.
It's fine.
You can do that for all the characters, actually. They don't go aggro.
Yeah, so, like, I saved her in the catacombs, or the Tomb of the Giants, whichever one.
Okay.
It was. But she never...
Did you pay her a visit immediately after you rescued her?
In Tomb of the Giants?
When you rescued her in the Tomb of the Giants, did you... And after you killed, like, Nito, did you go back to the church immediately after?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. So in your playthrough, she actually died, and was killed by another character. And that character is Petrus.
Really?
The cleric, below the elevator. Because it turns out, obviously they don't explain it completely, but the reason they her, Nico, and Vince ended up down in the hole is because Petrus led them to Patches. Because remember, Patches has met Petrus before, and Patches. This is Patches we're talking about. Patches says Petrus isn't. No, Petrus the cleric isn't all he's turned out to be. So, turns out the Petrus the cleric isn't really a good guy.
Sure.
And so when he found out that she was rescued from the Giants,
she has a lot of humanity.
Yeah, and I think she has most in the game actually. And then when Petrus found out that she was rescued from Tomb of the Giants, he was like, "Oh, screw that! I'm just gonna kill her myself." And so he did.
Huh.
And the reason why that's probably what happened is because, well, for one, I don't think she dies when you pay her a visit immediately after you kill Nito, because you sort of intervene in that. Also, when this item, Ivory Talisman, that when you kill her, it appears on her corpse. But if she dies by Petrus, and you kill Petrus has that talisman.
Huh.
So yeah. And I don't think there's a way of avoiding that unless you talk to her after Tomb of the Giants. So yeah, you better be quick.
What happens if you kill Petrus?
And I think she's probably safe. She's probably safe, yeah.
That's an adequate response to the situation, right?
Yeah. And of course, no matter what, even if you talk to Rhea or not, Petrus's response is still, "Oh, I wonder where she is. I don't know where she is, so I blame myself for losing her." So there you go.
What a good cleric he is.
Well, yeah. And behind him, the treasure chests.
Yeah.
There's a chance it might not be the case, but there's still the possibility that those treasure chests belong to him, because one of those is contained a Morning Star
and talisman, yeah.
And talismans, and also cracked red eye orbs, which is used for invading. So if those treasure chests did belong to him, he probably hid those somewhere and oh, I hope no one finds out that I invade people or whatever. Anyway, I couldn't steal the humanity from Patches, but and so he eventually was sick of it and just attacked me. And then he's "Oh, what did I do?"
Patches didn't really have any humanity to steal in the first place, so
I think he had 3, if I remember correctly. No, but he definitely has some.
It was a joke.
Well, either way, he's dead, so I don't care.
He also drops a unique weapon.
Yeah, which is a weapon that clerics tend to use. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Skills with Faith.
Ah. Interesting to note.
Yeah, so, and, with that and the stuff in his wares, of course, that it would be stuff that he pillaged off of clerics' corpses. Because he really, really hates clerics.
And yet, he hoards all of their stuff.
Yeah. And sells them.
I mean, yeah, alright.
Yeah, and so this is me preparing for New Game Plus, which is where I steal characters' humanity and kindles the bonfires. So when you go into New Game Plus, of course the bonfires levels remain the same.
Yeah, bonfires stay kindled when you find them again, which I discovered for the first time.
And the item you get from Pinwheel, the one that changes the limit from 10. Yeah, change the limit from 10 to 20. You still have to gain that, and so And so the bonfires that are at 15 or 20 Estus that regain from it, they stay the same. But any ones that are 5 or 10, you still, to bring them to 15 and 20, you still have to get the rite of kindling.
Yep. Which I also discovered because I had only killed like bonfires that were in kind of key locations. Like this one was one of them that I...
You actually get Crest of Artorias from killing him.
Oh, wow. And his
For
hammer.
some reason, you get his hammer even though he doesn't use it.
You get, you can get another blacksmith hammer as well, as it happens.
From
another blacksmith. Well,
yes.
Well, actually, we can get 2 more blacksmith hammers, right?
I don't know.
Are we going to be killing all of the other blacksmiths?
No, I ignored them because, well, Rick Hurt, that's the one in New Londo, I think. He's behind bars, so there's no point. So I don't think I can kill him. Vamos, which is in Catacombs, the skeletal one, he's too far away, so I never bothered. And the giant blacksmith, I can't remember if I killed him or not.
Well, you can get Vamos's hammer and the hammer from the giant in Anor Londo.
Yeah. And this is me just testing out the Crest of Artorias, see if it's legit.
Because we never opened that door.
Nope, because I went the long way.
Let's open that door. See what happens.
Huh?
Oh, well, look at that. Yay. All right.
That's where the forest hunters are.
Yep. Peace out. We're not going in there.
No, I don't need to. And you can't kill Alvina anyway. And I think she has a health bar. I'm not sure, but even if you do take her health bar to 0, she just laughs and then fades away like in Ulyssil.
Sure. Because that's not cheating or anything.
No, she has powers of like the Cheshire Cat. It just evaporates
pretty much.
And then she smiles. Yeah,
pretty much.
You know, with how her jaw works, she is kind of like the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, Anor Londo, I can't remember why I was here.
We're so close to leveling up again, though.
Yeah, I kill more NPCs though. And also, actually, I don't think I ever explained it. For Gwendolyn, so the character is male. But his character model and well, just about anything about her, his appearance is female. And you get it from buying his outfit from the guy who sells you boss armor.
Yeah, the moonlight garb.
Yeah, if you read the description, it says like, oh, he was born a son but was raised as a daughter for his affinity with the moon.
Yep.
For some reason, and thus he was raised a daughter. I don't know.
Well, because Gwyn's affinity was with the sun, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
we're not
everything
gonna
moon related.
We're gonna kill Big Hat Logan.
Yes, and I think moon related is of course sorceries like the Moonlight Greatsword. And anyway, and actually, after when you kill Seath and you talk to Big Hat Logan, he's all pissed that you killed him. Didn't put up with the fight.
Oh, aw, what a shame.
And he gets all pissed.
White dragon breath. Ooh.
Yeah. And actually, so one thing that happens is if you buy all of Big Hat Logan's wares and leave nothing aside from, infinitely spawning items, stuff like that, buy all the spells, then he appears where Seath is originally at. He appears there hollow.
Really?
So, yes, and I think the reason for that is, much like Seath, he turned insane and was obsessed with immortality. And thus, I don't know how that links to buying all his wares, but that's what happens. And so, one interesting about him is when you meet him up here, he is completely naked aside from his big hat. And,
of course.
And so, So Sith relied on the crystal making him immortal. Since it destroyed the Big Ad Logan can't use that. And so what does he turn to? He turns to the ancient dragons that were also immortal. And that's also maybe something to do with the Dragon Covenant. Yeah, you can go up here.
There's a treasure chest up here.
Yes.
Well,
that's where you get that's how you get plus 10 magic.
Huh. Fair enough.
Of course.
I never actually... I never came back
so,
up here.
Yeah, so this is where Big Hat Logan spawns when he turns insane. And you also get that. And so the Dragon Covenant, in case you didn't know, you get a special item that transforms you into a dragon human hybrid kind of. And it removes all the armor you have and replaces it with dragon armor.
Right, that's how you get the dragon head
Yeah, and so maybe Big Hat Logan was trying to do the same thing, was turning himself into a dragon. That's how he turned immortal. And that's why he was naked. And when you do fight him, he uses crystal-based sorceries. And he, of course, learned how to do that sort of stuff after reading tons of books in Sith's library, which teaches that sort of stuff. That's that ends Big Cat Logan's journey. And of course, since we did save him twice, I don't think, of course, he'd be insane for him to attack us, because I wouldn't attack someone if he saved my life twice.
I completely forgot about the item that you get from the Dragon Covenant, because actually the guy who initially invaded me in Anne Orlando, who I talked about, I think, a long time ago. He was the guy who like just straight up killed me in one hit with like some massive AoE attack, and he had a dragon head, and
right. Well, there are actually some attacks that are linked to having the dragon head.
I had at the time I was wondering what was he wearing that gave him that, because I had known about the dragon head the first time I played the game, but obviously because that was like 2.5 years ago, I had completely forgotten about that. I like how you can still warp to that bonfire even though it's dead.
Yeah, you can still warp, but you can't rest at it. Bonfire's gone, but it's still there, strangely.
Are we going to be killing Quilana as well?
Of course we are, but we're also going to pay a visit to the Pyromancer. That was turned insane here when you told him. Yeah, whatever. Everyone just calls him Shrine Pyromancer because no one knows his name.
Well, he says
but
it's
I think
Laurentius of the Great Swamp or something like that.
Yeah, but I think the reason he turns insane is that, the reason that Quilana gives you pyromancy is because you're a huge badass, and you're worthy of like knowing this stuff, and the
so
pyromancer, he's not worthy. He's not worthy, and of course was distraught by that and turned hollow.
Sure.
That's the only reason I can come up with, but yeah.
Blighttown.
Oh, okay. This is the last time we will ever go to Blighttown.
Yeah. At least until New Game Plus.
Yes. Well.
Or starting a new character. Ugh. It's the worst.
No, don't spoil. Don't spoil it.
I don't know if I'll ever want to make a character that doesn't start with the Master Key, just because I don't want to go through Blighttown.
Yeah.
It's just,
that and the other items are kind of useless anyway.
I mean, largely, because a lot of them are like the ones that aren't like one-time use items are like just items that do such specific things or nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Master Key is the one that actually does something kind of tangible in the game. Aww.
As the last Star Chaos,
Whoop.
I think.
Well, right into the wall.
Well, she did disintegrate at the same time, so it makes sense.
So did she actually drop anything that got fused with the wall, or no?
No, okay, she drops Chaos Firestorm, I think, but you get that from killing the beta Chaos and talking to her anyway, so... you could either progress through the game naturally or just kill her and get it early.
Right. And there's him.
You can actually get poisoned by the water.
Oh, can he?
Strangely. Yeah. You see right now.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's actually, even though he's the initial character that teaches you pyromancy, he's actually not a very good pyromancer.
Well, that would explain why he was not worthy.
Yeah, he's using like basic fireballs. And he dies in one hit.
So does that mean that he sells us pyromancies that he can't even use himself?
No, he sells us pyromancies that only he can use, and that's why he's the basic pyromancer teacher, and that's why we have Kalan to teach us more advanced ones.
Fair enough.
And actually, if you talk to him, I think if you have all... Yeah, something wrong with our lag there.
Whoops.
And actually...
Yeah, it's okay. We just wanted to get it really warm.
Yeah. And if you talk to him, while you have a highly upgraded pyromancy flame, I think he says to you, "Oh, you've become a better pyromancer than me." So yeah, we've actually surpassed him, and thus rendering him like obsolete. So
sure.
Yeah. And now that I've leveled up,
oh goodness,
and put on as heavy armor as I can, but still do ninja flips. And trying to figure out what would that be best like. And actually, even in death, Solaire is helping us out by me wearing his armor. So
yeah, the armor of the sun. Aww. Oh goodness.
Ooh.
Ugh. All right, so who are we gonna kill next? Or are we done?
No
with
one. That's it. That's it. We're heading to the last location. We can't kill this serpent because we need him to teleport us. By eating us and spewing us out in this place, and so...
Which still seems like it would be highly disgusting, but okay.
Yeah, well, we've gotten used to it now, and we have, like, shadowy ghosts of the Knights of...
Black Knights.
Gwyn. Well, so there were Silver Knights before, actually. This location here.
I appreciate the simplicity of this area, I have to say. It,
Yes.
Also, it's not I mean, I guess it's probably assuredly not the best place, but it's not an awful place to, like, get a lot of souls in a short amount of time.
Well, this is where... Okay, since these knights, they're the only Black Knights that respawn, and so...
Yeah.
This is where you'd farm Titanite chunks and various colors, depending on what weapon the knights are using.
Yeah.
And of course their weapons, because they can obviously drop them.
And yeah, you get 2,000 souls for each of them on New Game, which there are 5 of them, and they all respawn. So like the kind of mitigating factor on how fast you can farm souls and stuff here depends on how fast you can get back to the Lord Vessel.
Well, the best place to farm souls is in the world of Ariamis. I've said it's the Phalanx, because there's so many of them and they're so easy to kill.
Ouch. Just take the greatsword swipe to the head. That's fine.
I've taken worse.
Yeah, but here you get all of the Titanite chunks as well.
Yeah, and it's all guaranteed drops.
Yep. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone there.
Yeah. And this is the location of the first flame. This is where Gwyn linked it, and presumably a massive explosion occurred and
burnt out this entire area.
Yeah, it incinerated the knights that are inside the armor, and that's another reason why they're black.
Yep.
And I think they're actually just armor. There's actually no one inside because they've been vaporized.
Yeah.
And it's just bits of armor that are just walking around.
And that's where you get the Black Knight armor, finally.
Yes, finally.
Which
yeah,
is...
I assume a lot of players wondered how to get it, and then eventually in the last area, that's where you do.
Yeah, which makes it very underwhelming armor.
Yeah.
Because it's only got slightly better stats than like the Silver Knight armor.
But a very high fire defense, though, naturally.
Yeah.
So same with the shield, actually. And also, actually above, well, when we took the left turn to the stairs, to the right is where actually you find Solaire's summon sign if you manage to rescue him.
Aww. I actually ended up reinforcing a Black Knight shield and using that for this final fight that we're coming up to.
Yeah. And so then you get all the knights that wield all the different weapons. So that way you can get one chunk per run, aside from regular chunks, which you get from the regular sword wielding ones.
Yep, there are 2 swords, 1 great sword, 1 great axe, and 1 halberd.
Halberd, yeah. And this is it.
This is Gwyn. No cutscene for this guy.
Nope, he just appears and he has a lot of health.
Yep. So I ended up using my Zweihander and Black Knight shield on this guy, and once again just tanked all of the hits. And I ended up getting the attacks in when he would do like his little grab and stuff, which worked very well as well, because I used the Zweihander's strong attack, and it would stagger him every time it hit him as well, which gave me perfect opportunity to get out of the ending lag from the attack animation and get away before he started attacking again.
And so I think when, being the inventor of lightning, he does have very, very high lightning defense. So essentially I'm not doing a lot of damage to him.
No, apparently not.
Yeah. It's enough, though. I can deal with it.
Yeah. So I actually only died to him once.
Yeah, that seems to be a thing with you. Like, you died to the boss at least once, and then by that time you would have learned how they work anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, it was because, he ended up grabbing me, and then I, couldn't get away from it, grabbing me like that, just blam, and then he, knocked me down with another attack, and just, got me in this stun lock that I couldn't get out of, and, so he killed me once, and then, I was like, alright, I see what's up with you, I know what my openings are now, and you're not gonna do that again. Because I almost killed him straight up the first time, but...
Yeah, it actually hit you behind these pillars and nearly killed me.
Yeah. It was... Yeah, the range on his sword was something that surprised me at first. Because it's got a little bit of fire range that's beyond the actual physical range of the blade.
Yeah.
Which you can especially tell if you're backing away from him blocking, because you'll be out of the range of the physical hit, but you'll still take a small amount of stamina damage from the flames.
Yeah, and of course when you kill this person, you get a soul from him, and you can trade it in for his weapon.
Yep, the Great Lord Greatsword.
Yes, which I absolutely love that name. Lord Greatsword. And unfortunately, it is not constantly on fire. It's just
which is really sad. It would have been nice to have it. It would have been nice to have it do physical and fire damage.
Yeah, but you're not the Lord of Cinder, so
No.
you can't constantly
mean-
have something on fire.
I mean, technically you are, if you link the flame.
Yeah, but it's New Game Plus, so it never happened. And so he's
It's not canon anymore.
no, it's not.
Sadly. Oh.
So nearly dying again.
Ouch. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Backflip away.
So, a lot of people find this boss very easy because you can actually parry his attacks.
Yeah, isn't he the only boss that is parryable?
Yes.
Ouch. Oops. Well,
Because because I think he is the smallest boss in the game.
yeah, like full boss probably. Yeah.
Well, aside from Gwendolyn, of course.
Who doesn't do melee attacks?
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't do melee attacks, so you can't parry her anyway. So, yeah, and so Gwen, he's hollowed out. So if he wasn't, he'd probably a lot stronger. Either way, he's still relentless.
Yeah. He
No,
oof.
there's
Oh.
time.
Oh. Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh gosh. Oh no. There we go. It's all right. We got him. We had him momentarily stuck behind a pillar. It's all right.
Yeah.
You can actually,
This is a very weird arena.
funnily enough, in New Game Plus, you can buy his armor too,
Yes.
which seems kind of silly. It also doesn't look like it has very good stats from what I looked at.
Not really. No.
It's
He
like,
relies on physical training to be badass.
yeah, he's like Solaire,
Yep.
which makes sense that you can summon Solaire to fight him.
Yeah, I think it's just like a little extra thing if you manage to figure it out, you know.
I
So
hope
gone.
I hope I can save
And-
Solaire in my New Game Plus playthrough.
And since the fire is out on his sword, the area is noticeably darker.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And oh, there's a bonfire in the middle. We have the choice of lighting that. You know what the ending is when you light the bonfire.
Yep. Are we going to do that, or are we going to do something else?
Guess.
I
Quickly.
feel like we're gonna backflip out of here.
You think I'm gonna look at the bonfire and then backflip and get the other ending? You think I'm gonna do that? Because I am.
Literally backflipping away.
Nah,
Fantastic.
You actually guessed 100% correctly there.
Beautiful.
Anyway, this is where the Lord Vessel is actually took a big journey. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey guys.
yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Yeah, we've now become the Dark Lord. And are in charge of anything to do with dark. For example, these things. Yeah, I get that shot of
Nice.
up the cloth.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
This is the ending. And by the way, the Lord Vessel is gone now for some
Undisclosed reason.
Yeah, it's been destroyed, actually. And yeah, that's the ending we got. Ring in the dark.
So now we are, in fact, the Dark Soul.
I guess. Well, we have the Dark Soul, but we are the Dark Lord.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's the ending we have, and the other ending, of course, is you light the flame, you go on fire, and thus extends the period that
The Age of
Gwyn
Fire.
brought in initially. Yeah. But now we've ended that age, bringing the Age of Dark, and we're now in charge of it. But that is for naught, because there is a sequel to this game, and of course,
Yeah.
So what players initially thought of, like, that's the ending I just got, is non-canon, and linking the flame and going on fire and doing that is
Yeah.
the canon one, because of course there, since since there's light in the second game, that's what you do in the first game. But it turns out, literally anyone could light the flame. And sacrifice himself. And since you didn't, another person could just show up and do the same thing. So if this ending is canon, then that's what happened. Another person just showed up and lit the flame. So. And
which seems like a little bit of an oversight. Like, maybe you should have destroyed that bonfire or something.
Is very hard to destroy it, actually. well, think about how hard it is to go to Gwen's area. We had to kill so many things. So maybe if we're in the same position as Gwen, we'd have like our own assortment of bosses for a second Chosen Undead to fight. And since we managed to do it, another person could do the same thing.
Now, technically, though, don't we... Like, shouldn't the Age of Dark, like, end the undead curse?
Yes, but that would obviously come back if it's extended once again when someone else lights the flame.
Yeah, but it means that they have to do it without dying.
Yeah, well, it's still possible.
I mean, yeah, it is. I just I don't know.
If you're watching this, audience, from the future, this is before Dark Souls 3 has been released. It's been announced. We've only gotten a smidgen of gameplay, and we had that CGI trailer. And there's been a few press releases. Some people have said, like, the main force that you're fighting in the third game are Lords of Cinder. Which is the exact same title as what Gwen had.
Yeah.
And so Gwen was the one who linked the flame. And so what I'm thinking of is the Lords of Cinder are people who have extended the Age of Fire and was in the same position as where Gwen is. And each one of them are a Lord of Cinder. And since it's been such a long time, this is Dark Souls 3 we're talking about, this is probably millennia after the first game, so naturally there'd be tons and tons of Lords of Cinders. So that's what I'm thinking. It might be the case, might not be, but so that goes to show the Age of Fire can be extended so many times, presumably forever, and our choice of becoming the Lord of Dark doesn't really last very long.
It lasts as long as the Age of Man, which is unfortunately a rather finite amount of time. Yeah. Because man is not quite as resilient as all of these chosen undead here in Dark Souls.
No. And yeah, and when the credits end, this works back in the Undead Asylum.
Yeah.
Presumably nothing has happened, but what a journey.
So that was Dark Souls. Thanks for watching, everybody, and joining us on this long journey.
Next time when we do New Game Plus, oh boy.
Oh god.